Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Erik, aka Erkberg, and I'm a solo indie game developer from Berlin. This channel will be all about my adventures in indie game development. There will be updates, trailers and devlogs about my own game, Recollection. You can find the first trailer down in the description. And there will also be a lot of tutorials about game development, focusing on the Unity engine, but also including other topics like Blender, making music for games, and whatever comes to my mind while developing my game. Every now and then there will also be a special video or a little series about topics that go beyond just the development of games. And yeah, I won't spoil too much, but stay tuned for these. A few more words about myself. As certainly most of you, I grew up with games. And yeah, it was starting out in the NES and SNES era. And I already made my own small, simple little games during that time using just paper, cardboard and pens, and it was great. Soon enough though, I got my first PC and I continued these endeavors digitally. I started out with RPG Maker, maybe that sounds familiar to some of you, and yeah, I created a lot of unfinished projects and some tech demos, which was really hard to do in the times of RPG Maker 2000, and yeah, I learned a lot during that time. That was also the first time I became part of a community of like-minded developers, and that was just awesome. After that, I moved on to Flash games, where I created a few small games, and then to Construct 2, where I also created a few small games, and then finally to Unity, where I created a lot of small games, and I'm still using Unity to this day. Yeah, there are two more things that influenced me heavily and continue to do so to this day, and these two things are indie games and game jams. For those of you unfamiliar with the term, a game jam is like a small game development competition or more of a challenge for solo developers and teams where you have to create a relatively complete game in a certain time frame. This time frame is mostly 48 hours, but it could also be a week or a month. And there's always a certain theme that your game has to adhere to. If you are into game development and have not participated in the game jam yet, I highly encourage you to do so, as it's an awesome experience. And indie games, wow, I just love indie games so much, as you can probably tell right here or maybe here. And yeah, when they came onto the stage, they just sparked this magic of my childhood anew with their fresh mechanics and their lovely aesthetics, and especially with the attitude that everyone can make a great game if you just try hard enough. It was simply invigorating, and from there on I knew that I'd be making my own game someday. And that is exactly what I'm doing right now, and it just feels amazing. I'm over the top excited about this new journey, and I hope to welcome you along for the ride. I promise you it's gonna be a good one. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day and see you here again soon. Bye!